You are confused. You feel moments of unwavering certainty that you will change the world, followed by moments of complete despair and hopelessness. One day you have what you're going to do for the rest of your life all planned out. The next you have no idea. You are a lost 20-something. You work 8 hours a day, 5 days straight, for a total of 40 or more hours a week, all to be able to survive and to buy things you can't afford. Living within the confines of someone else's schedule and allowance, making them richer while you continue to chase that carrot for 35 some odd years longer. Once you are able to taste that carrot, you are too old to remember why you even wanted it in the first place. To keep the machine running as efficiently as possible, you are offered mild incentives of a few weeks a year of vacation, if you're lucky. With the fear of not being able to take it all at once, lest you be replaced, the highlights of your day are maybe only getting lightly spooned on public transit, or the all-knowing orange hand letting you pass without much delay. Who knows, maybe you'll get lucky doing what you truly enjoy for a living, possibly at the cost of having any pleasure you once derived from it. Be pummeled to death with repetitive, meaningless, day in, day out tasks. You can't win, but you figure if you can't beat them, you'll join them. Next year you're voting Communist Party. So many opportunities, so many ways to go forward. It's almost overwhelming and scary if it wasn't all so exciting. You wish you could clone yourself and have each one of you all go in different directions, and then meet back in 20 years to see which you had the best time. Unfortunately, you can't. So instead, you're going to hold your head up high and give it your all. The world is your playground. Failure is just another opportunity to learn. Your only regret is not having enough time to do it all. If you're feeling a little anxious or afraid, it means you're doing something right. However, with so many directions to go, you are often left spinning your wheels and not getting as far as you want to. This explains all the half-finished projects and goals that you are constantly piling up. You'll get to them next year, if you have the chance. It's hopeless. What's the point? You've wasted too much of your life going to school for a career that doesn't even exist, but one that you will have no chance of getting into. You're in a worse place now than when you started, because you're now in debt. Even if you're not making any real money, working the same job you did before post-secondary. Wasn't graduating supposed to guarantee you employment in a career? Wages seem to dawdle, while house prices soar. Looks like it's living in your parents' house for as long as you can foresee. They'll soon be wondering where they went wrong. You assure them you're getting everything together.
I'm getting everything together.
But every day it gets even more untogether. Everyone's telling you there's no rush.
There's no rush. You have time to go back to school.
As they sit atop their throne in the house that they own. When you are finally able to move from your parents' nest, your dreams of spacious living will be crushed.
Hello.
Oh, it'll be a living space, all right. With roommates.
Oh, hi. Hey.
Roommate.
And nowhere near your job that you're overqualified for by miles. You've handed out so many resumes that you're starting to feel bad for the trees. Obsessively waiting by your phone 24/7 like a conjoined twin with separation anxiety, you forget what dignity feels like. The more you look at job postings, the more they mock you. Entry position, 5 years experience minimum. You've cut your teeth on unpaid internships. Twice.
Oh, but it will be a great experience for you.
If only experience paid your rent. Every year passed is yet another year closer to being outside of the coveted 18 to 25 age demographic. You're becoming irrelevant. You're getting old. Feeling more and more disconnected with your youth every day. Your Facebook feed is starting to fill up with wedding photos and babies. Yuck, babies. Wait, do young people even use Facebook anymore? Often a former refugee of the cynic or the optimist camps, you have no fixed address. Well, other than your parents. This might be a couple-month phase or an indefinite adventure until you've explored all you needed to explore. The biggest decisions you make on a daily basis are what country you're going to see next and when. Your friends may resent your vagabond lifestyle, maybe because it makes them question their own choices, or maybe because they miss you. You work for a couple months, then hit the road for the rest of the year. Retirement savings? Financial stability? All things that will be dealt with when you're ready. But you're starting to realize the running joke about your fear of commitment is starting to have some truth to it. Your longest face-to-face relationship in the last year, be that friendship or otherwise, was 10 days. You notice you're a lot more interesting to people when you're on the road than at home.
Guys. This reminds me of this one time I'm in Albania and this little furgon is just, it doesn't know where the bus stop is and it just keeps going and I'm running after it and it was hilarious. If you were there.
But you sometimes long for the day when you don't have to live out of a backpack. And when you don't subconsciously eye every other traveler's bites suspiciously.
Oh my gosh, bedbugs. Oh my gosh, it's okay.
You tell yourself that's okay. You can fall in line back home when you're ready. You've decided you might as well travel while you have the chance. You don't have kids and you're not yet in the career that you want. Why spend the best years working when you have the rest of your life to look forward to that? Graduate, find a career, meet someone, buy a house, have kids, retire. Those steps don't scare you. They're a loose guide of which to follow. It's all about how you get from each step, or don't, and not always in that order, that matters. Everyone has their own set of problems and challenges. Someone who looks like they have everything put together might be struggling to hang on. It's why it's not productive to compare yourself to others. Compare you to you. You are doing things on your own time. Life isn't about being perfect.
So, do you want to come up for some coffee?
No thanks, I don't really drink coffee.
Oh, okay. Good night.
Good night.
You will have regrets. The important thing is to learn from them and not to dwell on them. You're happy with where you're at. You realize there is no one way to do something. Travel before work, work before travel, this job or that, going back to school, staying or moving. We can't see the future, so you should have fun experiencing the present. Take a chance.
Yeah, I've been applying to a few places, just waiting to hear back.
Listen, don't worry about it. Keep trying and you'll get there.
But now you're starting to fear you're becoming too preachy. You're beginning to doubt yourself. Do you really believe in what you're spouting off to your friends? Or are you trying to hide your insecurities behind a veil of helping others? Oh no. Maybe there are 7 billion different ways to live your life, and no one piece of advice will serve everyone the same. Your day-to-day consists of the same thing. Are you stagnating? Are you really making a difference? Stability is good, you thought. No, it's boring. You work 8 hours a day, 5 days straight, for a total of 40 or more hours a week, all to be able to survive and to buy things you can't afford. Living within the confines of someone else's schedule and allowance.